Doesn't work.
And by the way, Ronda Rousey got her ass kicked. But anyway, that's a subject for a different time.
That's interesting. I did see that. So we are going into the knife round. No delays on this one. So let's go.
Thank God.
So I'm just going to fly over to mid there where the usual punching match happens. Well, no one's got shadow daggers, so you can't really call it a punching match. Damn.
No.
Get your boxing gloves out, boys.
Qlimax versus NPOD here. Got a bit of a Mexican standoff going on. That's a bit rare. 1v1. The Dukes are real. Broken here. He's ducking and weaving.
Broken
like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
I was waiting for that. I was just going to say broken with a quick 1-2 there.
Yeah, that's it.
So, can we say Alistair was Ronda Rousey?
Maybe.
Alrighty, and
wow, it looks like NPOD has actually voted to stay on T side. That's a little unexpected. I would have said switch, but yeah.
That is
very confident.
Yeah, but then again, you never know. No practice might see themselves as a much stronger T side team, so that could work into their favour.
So here we go, boys. Qlimax versus NPOD, or no practice, only dreams. They did make it to the second round of CGA finals last season, only to be knocked out by FireUp, who obviously did take out CGA. And let's see what they can do here up against Qlimax with Gratisfaction, the player from Atletico, on their team. Obviously going to be a key player. Let's see how much he can influence the game.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be good to see him. I can't wait for him to get an AWP in his hands if he's going to continue with that.
Great little fake here from NPOD. Although it does seem to be pulling the rotate. They've smoked off Fork and Quad, so that's given them the ability to push into sight. With CT's not able to gain much information, and it does seem to have worked here. Urkaz is pushed out of sight, so this Tease will get the plant here, and the fake has done its job. Alistair working his way into vents. He is distracted by the player in mid, though, and Stephen will pick him up as the CTs try to push in on this retake. Gratisfaction with a great little double tap onto Broken's head there, and Qlimax are falling across the whole map, but Gratisfaction's actually on the bomb. He does get off it, though, to deal with these last two Ts, and this might be a big ask for him right now. It's not really planted in a favourable situation for him, and he's going to be forced to push out and try and get the frags here. Taking a lot of damage, and Steven does find his head at headshot. That was a great first-round strat coming in from NPOD.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot of confidence shown there. The thing I did like about that strat, Caps, was Alistair in vents. That rotating player, he would have been in the key position playing from that vents, but having that player in mid distracting him, and then the two guys in vent picking him off.
Yeah, great play. Great team play.
Definitely, yeah.
That's definitely something to be learned there. I think that's a fantastic strat for Keish. I'd love to see that used again. But meanwhile, NPOD are going to go for a fast take here. They throw so many volleys under sight, and Sick with a great tap onto Steege there at Truck. Does get the first frag, and now he's spotted two more coming up highway. Puts a little bit of bullets down range, but unfortunately not connecting. Benjamite and Zonya picking up two Sync with a second there, and Steven's going to push up onto Truck and take down Alistair here for the last kill of the round. NPOD looking very good in the eco rounds.
Yeah, NPOD are looking strong at this stage, but let's see. Come full buy round.
Yeah, it might be a different story.
Yeah, I mean, we did see this, going back to the CGA season, we saw a handful of teams, I'd say 5 or 6, where they just throw the eco rounds away. They could not work with them. They don't like pistols, but on a gun round, they absolutely stomped.
And they do it here, though. NPOD need to be careful not to get eco'd now. Although, with the CTs not buying anything, they do have quite a good chance to take this round out. And Benjamite will find Inns in mid there. Nice little headshot as Inns over peaks, really. There was no need for that. But I guess it's an eco round. Doesn't really matter. And I think, yes, the head of Urka has been spotted there. A cheeky boost coming in from Qlimax, but yeah, somehow the T's aware of that. Broken takes a bink to the face, but he does manage to duck back into checkers. Steege does bink Benjamite in mid, and Broken finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. CT's pushing him from either side, and Gratisfaction about to go down in forklift as well. But Broken somehow managed to make that situation work for him as well in a 1v2. Just takes down both CTs pretty easily.
I'm loving the coordination that that NPOD have. They they seem to be pincering the CT side in every aspect. Like, they'll do it in mid, then they'll go to B, be a little bit of a nuisance, come back to A, and just pincer them on the A site, sort of forcing the defenses to go, well, where are these guys going? So leaving a lot of confusion.
This is the round that's going to count, though. And we do see a boost over mid there. Steven doesn't get a kill, though. Gratisfaction is the first player to get a kill. Broken trading on Alistair and then Urka, making it a 3v4 for the CTs here as Broken tries to land some shots through smoke onto Urka there. But Urka up in a cheeky position here on the white box. Will chuck a nade Sunroom and falls back. And T's now need to make something happen here. They are a man down with a bomb dropped in warehouse, so still under their control. 1 minute remaining on the clock and 4 CTs to deal with. Looks like they're trying to split across the map and get a pick here. I don't know if that's the right call. They are still 3 men strong. They can take a site. They just need to work together, and it doesn't look like they're trying to do that at the moment.
Yeah, Qlimax, just shutting them down in a lot of aspects. You see the patience from Qlimax now. They're not pushing anywhere. They're not wanting any info. They've got players. I mean, look at Steege where he is. I mean, briefly jumping on board, he's boosted up with the box on A. So if they do decide to push A, they're not, Qlimax are not worried.
The fake was in though, and it did somewhat work, but Urka from backside has picked up the 2 Ts there and the bomb in hand. Gratisfaction joins in from CT, and that almost worked for NPOD. They did rotate a player off that B bomb site, albeit briefly, but then just couldn't get the kills on site, unfortunately, and Urkas did a great job to shut them down there.
Yeah. Just that patience play coming up from Qlimax, just knowing where to put their players in a favourable spot, leaving that play, as I touched on that point, the Steege being a solo on A.
I think we're about to see a vent boost here. In fact, Alistair will put up a player into vents there. So CT's with great control across mid at the moment. 1 vent, 1 highway, 1 mid. That is a death trap for any T who tries to push through. And in fact, Benjamite will take damage through that smoke down to 48. It does look like he wants to push there. But I have a feeling if he goes for it, he's sure to go down.
Yeah, he is low HP, and Inns was just off there, and, it was close.
Nice little molly into vents there by the T side. Just pushing Urkas out into mid. But again, the CTs, they're very strong in mid at the moment. Inns has been binked down to 22. Vegemite on 26. So, damage-wise, it has gone in the favour of T's here. They do trade here, 1 for 1. But I have to say the T's are looking better hit point-wise at the moment.
Yeah, I mean,
and
Alistair,
the nade down on short as well. In's lucky to fall back from that.
Yeah, had he still been there, I think, he would have definitely been dead and would have been a lot more
Alistair,
favourable again.
All alone on the B bomb side, getting pushed from every angle now. Sink falling down. Broken pushes into sight and manages to get him just before that flash pops. But Gratisfaction's pushed through smoke, and he's going to be a key player right now. Jumping AK shot, picking up 3, and wow, cleaning up after his team there.
What was that?
Oh man, that's why he's Div 2, right there.
What was that? Just mid-air, just jumping. I think he did briefly land on the white Jenny unit.
That was probably delay on our end.
But, wow, that was a spectacular shot. Now we see it. Gratisfaction has pulled out his bread and butter right now, guys. Let's see what he can do with the ult. Just, NPOD not being able to get these kills. I mean, Inns managing to stay alive on 20 HP, just shy of 20 HP. And then Alistair was 70, managing to pick up 1 on the B side, and Gratis just getting in there just in the nick of time.
NPOD with a interesting strat here. 4-man strat out Squeaky, and Zonya A main. The flashes and smokes do go down on site, and they are going to push very, very aggressively here. Siege does take down Zonya, but Sink able to find Inns, and I think they should get the plant. What a great take.
That was very clean.
Molly's down on quad now, as they do go for a boost. I'm not sure if that Molly was very effective. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Siege takes down 1, and Steven actually pushes through, but he misses Gratisfaction in the smoke. Those two actually very, very close to each other, and Broken with a great P250 headshot. Now 1v1 up against Alistair, who does have an AK, and I think he should go down here. Alistair does take down Broken at quad, and he will get the defuse. Nevertheless, a great eco round from NPOD, and I have to say they're coming so close in these rounds. The executes and strats that NPOD are pulling off right now are really on point. It's just coming down to their inability to kill players on site, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely, but I'm not even going to try and pronounce Steven the way you do, but yeah, Steven with that cheeky push to the smoke, that definitely helped them nearly secure the round. But yeah, Qlimax, just a lot of economical damage done there.
Both sides fully bought up again. We do see Gratisfaction with that AWP again. Although lacking the head armor, is that going to play a factor against the AKs? Benjamite able to take down Inns, just shooting him in the back, and Sync taking down Stage on site A. NPOD, 2 men ahead at the moment. Gratisfaction hopping up to truck there, doesn't land the shot though. And now the nade's forcing him out of that position. Alistair takes down Benjamite, and Sync ducks back into A main quick enough to pick up Urcast. So it's going to be Alistair and Gratisfaction here to retake against 4 Ts. And that first kill could do the trick there, but Alistair cops a nade almost immediately after dropping him to 2. And Gratisfaction still with that AWP. I think they are going to save here.
Yeah, wow. Just, I'm still trying to make sense of the round, but it just seems to be, NPOD are going, well, look, these guys are sharp. Let's just push them as a group, collectively, which is what they're doing, and it's helping them get into sight. And then, yeah, as you said, it's just that in the past couple of rounds, they've not been able to close out on kills where this round they have.
Yeah. I am loving the NPOD strats right now.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see that they've pracked.
Yeah.
You can see that their executes are to the second.
Mm-hmm.
They're pushing all together when it's cold, and it's really working for them.
Yeah, it's very, very polished play from NPOD, and I think a little bit better than what we were seeing in the CGA final group stages.
Definitely. Stage, though, he's got the information that they are coming A main. Does a little bit of damage onto Sync and forced to fall back into sight now as Broken makes his way out. Squeaky the smokes again on this A bomb site, and Gratisfaction does look to be jumping up to balcony there, but Stage and Urka's finding 2 on site. And look at this, Inns has actually pushed A main again, and he's going to pick up 2, make that 3. Inns with the 5-7, wrecking the T's from behind on a fast rotate.
Yeah, and that's the type of thing you need to be wary of. When you slow down a little bit too much the way NPOD did, they would Steege actually sort of holding that push back enough for long enough that he did allowed Inns to get that massive rotate from behind. So hopefully NPOD can learn from it and sort of just watch their backs and be wary that they do like to do that.
Yeah, perhaps that second smoke on quad isn't needed. I mean, that's probably what's delaying them a little bit there. The inability to see the CTs, although it does block CT's sight, it's going to delay you getting into sight and getting that frag, unfortunately. And we see the T's force up here. That's interesting. Zonya, Sync, and Steven, I can't do it. With AKs and Broken and Benjamite with P250. In fact, Benjamite not even buying anything. He's just got a Glock.
So again, Steven actually going to be throwing a molly over towards Vent. I think actually.
Oh, that pop flash though. Broken had no chance. And that'll be a free kill. That's their distraction player. Now, this is going to be tough. Although the CTs, they are stacked towards B at the moment. They are rotating one man off, and it does look to be the right call as the push is coming into A at the moment. In still hanging around mid as Urkus makes his way across the truck. A great nade there onto Steven, binks him. The nade does damage as well. And the 5-7, such a deadly weapon. Zonya, all alone now, picks up Urkus, but don't think he's going to make it much further from here, unfortunately. And yeah, he should go down here pretty easily. Inns just closing it out for his team there. Qlimax 5 to NPOD on 4. Very close scoreline at the moment.
It is. I mean, Qlimax being as strong as we think they are, seem to be a little bit. I mean, Inns seems to be struggling a little bit in the fragging area. Gratis, as always, he's always at the top.
As always.
Yep, doesn't seem to be struggling with frags, but yeah, it's just NPOD though, as you say, Caps. The NPOD strats are very polished and executed in a timely manner, so definitely favours them a bit.
Here we go again. It looks to be another strat. Executed 125. They are going to push B main together, and Alistair picks up 2 before falling. Inns from Vents finds 1. Picks himself up a second there, and Zonya last alive now. Not much hope here, unfortunately, for him. And he should go down as he is fully white there. Qlimax, pretty easy. T's not even making it past the garage door.
I think 2 of them made it in, and 1 decided to push the vent area because he didn't actually have a bomb. So trying to take out Inns with a pistol.
A bit of banter in chat there. Some accusations going out. Told me he's cheating this
This
war? I don't
yeah,
know.
well, that's what they call matches. A lot of people refer to them as wars.
Benjamite taking a lot of damage in mid through smoke again. He does make his way out, however, and Sync is boosted over. Inns, though, in that cutout position, picks up two. What a weird spot to play. It seems to have worked, though. And Alistair with a great little peek onto Broken. Now Zonya, again, all alone in a 1v5. I mean, what is the call from here? Does he continue to go for it? Looking at the money, they're poor.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and just do economical damage now and... Oh, they're firing through the garage door. We have seen some picks through that before, but... Yeah,
he's in trouble now. I mean, he's got to know that the CTs are closing in either side. And in fact, he does look prepared for Alistair. And he's dropped him very, very low as well. Alistair trying to fake a flash out there, but... No, Zonya not falling for that at all. Does try to make his way back T-spawn, but the CT's already waiting for him. And Siege just takes his head off very cleanly. Qlimax now starting to open a gap, 7-4.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Qlimax now just that they're getting comfortable. They're, you know, NPOD are allowing them to dig their heels, and NPOD need to go back to this aggressive play that they were doing in the beginning. And, yeah, just keep pushing it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to force up somewhat again with Tech9's armor. Not sure if that's the right call. They're not going to have enough money to buy next. I probably would have elected to save here.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think we're going to see a crisscross smoke in mid. Out mid to B vents, the standard old strat, but Gratisfaction waiting just outside the smoke. And he does pick up one though. Broken manages to take him out. Urka's hiding in back checkers here. Should spray down two pretty easily. And this push from the T side is over before it began. Steven falling as well. And Zonya again in a 1v4. This guy's been left alone so many times already. He's got to be feeling the heat by now.
Yeah, his team will be yelling at him, stop baiting us. But Stage, making sure we're Zonya there on the vents.
Yeah, I think poor old Zonya probably feeling the weight of his team at the moment. He's on the bottom as well in clutch situations. That's a horrible situation to be in. The amount of pressure combined with you not fragging well already, man. Yeah, I would not like to be in his shoes.
Yeah, it's definitely not. And yeah, tic tac. What? Tac pause? Okay. Weird. I think.
Yeah, tac pause coming in from Qlimax,
yeah,
but it looks like it might actually be a lag pause.
Yeah.
Alistair was on a 128 there.
Alrighty.
But yeah, he's dropping down, so should see it unpause pretty quickly.
So yeah.
And what's your thoughts on what's going to happen in the second half, mate, when NPOD swap over to CT?
Well, NPOD are looking sharp, so you know if NPOD show a little bit of aggression on the CT side, I think they could actually overpower Qlimax a little bit. Qlimax again is another team. You know, they play the style that I prefer. That once you get in your position, you can hold your lines, you can watch your angles, and just basically outsmart your enemy. Where the fallback to that again is the aggression. When the minute they push you and are in your face on the site within the first 30 seconds of the round, you sort of sit back and go, well, what just happened?
Yeah.
So if you can cater for both, though, you should be Div 1.
You should be Div 1, yeah, that's it.
So it's definitely, NPOD, I think what they need to do, though, to secure some more rounds is go back to that aggressive play style that they were doing. Because it was getting them sight and it was throwing Qlimax a curveball.
Yeah, I'd like to see another A execute. I think probably without the smoke on quad, I feel like that's really been an issue on the A bomb side. Although I have to say, Qlimax's rotations and the way that they're reading has been very good as well. They've a bit of a weapon switch there. That was a bit special. Yeah, I don't know. Things like this aren't going to help, though. I mean, Benji just trying to make his way out mid, and Urkus, he's been there vent every round. I'm surprised that Benji wasn't aware of that. And Gratisfaction with the AWP now from Forklift, picking up one, making it a second on Sync, and a third as well. Gratisfaction, aggressive AWP. You do not want to be in his crosshairs.
Yeah, that's the whole reason, again, I'm not too sure why, when he was playing for Atletico, why they took him off the AWP. I mean, that there's just an example of his ability. He's right in your face. He's playing a rifle position with the AWP. and managed to get a 3K with some players that are, they are really, really sharp players. I mean, you can't take that away from NPOD.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, look at this boost coming in. Wow, cheeky little running backwards boost, and it works. Stage is up on top of those boxes now, outside A main. Obviously, some hours being spent in the server, I would say, practicing that one.
Yeah, it's funny. We've been seeing it a little bit lately in the sort of the pro scene.
Oh, Urka's just peeking out too early there. The pop flash did come out from his teammate, but Urka's just a little bit too quick on the trigger. Although he's going to make it work somewhat, does a little bit of damage, throws a nade out as well, but I think he's about to get pushed here. Steven can't get the kill though, and across the map, Qlimax are taking the fight to the T side, leaving only one man broken alive on 57 HP. And I don't even know what happened there. It seemed like all the T's died almost at the same time.
Yeah, I think it was just they were all bunched up a little bit too close together, and that player trying to push in and take out Urkas just not being able to secure that kill didn't help either.
Oh, Broken though, doing a great job, actually able to take down Gratisfaction, although the CTs obviously will retrieve that AWP. So not too much damage done, and the CT's economy is booming right now. All the players above 10k before that buy.
Yeah, it's, what can you say?
Yeah, it's, yeah, Qlimax looking good now. I think NPOD, if they can get this last round on the board, we can see a fight from them on the CT side. Although I still am going to tip it the way of Qlimax at the moment.
Yeah. So Qlimax actually calling another pause again. Not too sure for this time, but...
Yeah, don't know what's going on there. Gratisfaction though, with that counter boost, taking down Sync in mid, and man, he's just commanding the map right now. Plays like that just goes to show the amount of confidence he has in his abilities. Yeah. And T's are going to make an A play here. They have committed towards A main. With one player hanging around Squeaky, it looks like he's going to be setting up a smoke from that position. So we'll probably see 50-second execute, I guess, or was it 55? Nevertheless, the smokes have been thrown, and Siege up on the boost position will make great work, but picking up 2 and ducking back to safety as Zonya doesn't find a kill, and Siege from that position will pick up 3. So an 11-4 half in favour of Qlimax at the moment. But we will see a side switch now. No practice, only dreams starting on CT, and Qlimax on the T side. And the pistol round will be key here. What do you think we're going to see from Qlimax?
I think we're going to see very, very fast, sort of a very fast execute and a lot of aggression. I mean, they're going to just use their aim to out-aim the CTs.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think we're probably going to see a 5-man stack somewhere, possibly a lurker hanging around mid. But I feel like it's probably going to be an A take here.
Yeah.
The Glocks, or the Glock train, as it's well known, pretty effective on the A bomb site. I mean, you can just run in, and obviously the USP only 12 bullets. If the CTs do whiff and miss their shots, you can just run at them with the Glock. Basically, that's it. But yeah, another pause coming in. Not sure what this is for. Gratisfaction with issues or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, no one seems to be lagging out.
Yeah, trying to figure out what the issue is. Perhaps tactical toilet break. Don't know. When you gotta go, man. But yeah, we are underway here. Second half, Qlimax versus No Practice Only Dreams. Can they bring it back here? Swapping on the CT side. They're going to have to win this pistol round to have a chance, really. I mean, it won't look good if they do lose pistol.
Yeah, it definitely won't. I mean, Qlimax, if they can get SMGs in their hand, I think they'll make short work of the other team. Look
at the aggression from NPOD, though. They've actually pushed 2 up into B main, and Broken won't be able to get a kill there. Steege takes him out, and Gratisfaction will take down Benji as well. Sync pushing through mid, a great little headshot onto Urka there, and Zonya making short work of Steege. Steven joining in as well, and Steven actually picking up 2. Sync will take down Alistair as well, and the CT somehow bring it back.
That round ended...
That was great angels there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven picking up 2, brought it back in the favour of the CTs there, and then his teammates cleaning up one by one. Alistair with the vents push, man.
Wow, and Sync with that crazy flick on the edge of the smoke there, just bonk, one
I'm sorry,
tap.
yeah, Sync with the event push.
That was, I was like, Alistair, huh? What?
Yeah.
Alistair
No,
died in
Alistair.
bed. Yeah. But, yeah, nice secure of the pistol round there.
Yeah, that'll be the momentum I think the No Practice needs now to take him into this next round. And a great little No Gratisfaction actually walking into it, shaking his head at the nade. What did I do that for? And Zonya at forklift here, looking to pick up one. Siege on the edge of that smoke there, and he's doing some very quick sidestepping, but unable to land the shots, unfortunately. So the damage being done to the T side so far. Gratisfaction on 56, Alistair on 10, and In's going for a bit of a wallbang. Does take damage though. And 50 seconds remaining here. T's somewhat committed towards A still, with 2 A main, 1 squeaky. Bomb hanging around mid, just looking for rotators. And it seems like the T's are just waiting for CTs to make a mistake here.
Yeah, they're hoping that NPOD would actually push out and get aggressive, but, that aggression that NPOD showed on their initial, on the first pistol round, that was risky, but, yeah, the players managed to recover it, and I think they've learned from it now.
We do see the push come into A though. Gratisfaction will go down. Steven picking up a secondary kill there as Inns runs into his crosshair, and he will find a third at forklift. Sync and Broken also picking up frags there as well. And solid hold on the A bomb site from CTs.
Yeah, again, both those T players just lining up for the A player, and not much you can do when that sort of thing happens. But Gratisfaction AFK again. Well, he's back now.
Yeah, it looks like he's back, and we will see a eco here from the T side. That smoke failing a little bit. I'm sure that that was a mistake, and the pop flash does come out. Broken will make his way into checkers. I think that was the intended target. And Steven pushing through A main as Broken picks up one, and he does fall there, unfortunately. And it looks like Qlimax will get control of B here, although there's been a lot of damage done. Sync taking a bink as well as he hops back towards mid. A nice little nade on sight, and Zonya will find his mark. Urka's going down, and now it's gone in favour of CTs. They just need to peek out here and get the kills. Both these teams very, very low. Steege last alive in checkers there, and Zonya trying to wallbang with an MP7. Switches to his pistol there, and just catches DJ in the back. But those were eco rounds, and we are going to see the gun round come out now. 11-7, No Practice, Only Dreams managing to win the last 3. They need to hold strong here and put the T's back on an eco.
Yeah, they need to be able to just, shut down any sort of aggressive push that Qlimax are going to throw at them. So let's hope they can do so, because if they do, I think we'll see a lot tighter scoreline.
Pop flashes out mid, and it looks like the T's are going super aggressive. Sync though on the edge of the smoke, picking up a kill. He should get a second here, but he does fall to Gratisfaction. Picking up 2 in mid, I'm not even sure where that first one was from. Steven goes aggressive, and he does find one. Alistair will trade though, and it's a 3v2 in favour of T-side at the moment. T's pushing their way onto the B-bomb site, and it's just Broken there by himself, left to deal with this situation. BT is coming. Help is on the way though. Alistair does go down. Broken's been dropped very, very low though, and Urkus pushing up close will take him down. Going to retrieve the bomb, and we will see Zonya.
Again.
Yep, again. The weight of the team on his shoulders, and he's taken down one, so it's a 1v1. And this is very doable for Zonya right now. He just needs to be super careful. And the molly on site, but... Oh no, I feel like that was a bad throw from him. And now he knows Urka's position, but he's been dropped to 46 and only 9 bullets remaining in the clip. So he's got to kill him on the next engagement. And it looks like Urkas is going to fall backside, and Zonya looks the other way, expecting him to come around the other side of those boxes. But Urka's just outplaying him a little bit there. That's unfortunate for NPOD.
Yeah, wow. That just, Zonya not being able to secure that kill. Had that molly gone over the boxes, I think there could have been a different story there.
Yeah, I don't think he threw that correctly. I don't feel like that was meant to land there. I think he panicked a little bit. But nevertheless... it came very close to clutching it in the end anyway.
He did, yeah. He was very, very close, but...
Oh, Gratisfaction. Just making short work of the CTs there. A little bit of a slow peak by Zonya there, unfortunately. Just enabling Gratisfaction to reset his aim and pick up the second kill. And Sync taking damage at truck there. Does get pushed by Inns. The Tech 9 wrecking him from up close. And Steege on a funny little leg position there. Sunroom not moving the whole time. Does find himself too. So Qlimax looking quite good right now. And I'm starting to get worried for NPOD.
Yeah, again, it was what we saw on the first... So when they were on the T side was... They managed to secure the pistols, but the minute the buy round came out, it was just a different story. Qlimax currently look to be that kind of a team. They're similar to a team like Brimstone where they just give up pistol rounds, they're not too fussed with them, and on the gun rounds, they just do a lot of damage.
So both teams are brought up here. We do see a scout on sync though. Gratisfaction goes down. Steven with a great headshot, peeking extremely wide on the truck there. Gratisfaction not expecting that. And that is a key frag for NPOD here. They can make this round work now. And I have to say, Qlimax look a little shaken after that. It doesn't seem like they have much direction. Alistair coughing a nade down to 1. And Steege and Sunroom taking damage as well. Down to 10, this nade should finish him off.
Nope.
But somehow just surviving.
That nade actually gliding just off the edge of that wall there, Caps. It just caught the trajectory as it changed player, but...
That's unfortunate. Pretty much, I would say a 3v5 situation with Alistair on 1. Steege very low as well. Unless Alistair can catch a player by surprise, I don't think he'll be getting a kill. Molly goes down on headshot, and Urka, great little play there, forcing Broken out of position and picking him up as he tries to fall into sight. And now, Benji back sight, that Molly, oh no. Ins again, pushing players out. The Molotov, such a versatile weapon. Alistair and Vent does go down to Zonya, and he manages to take down 2. Urka pushing checkers and a great quick little peek there from Zonya. In's last alive on site, and the pistol from Sinky can't nail the shot though, goes for a no-scope. Both these players completely missing each other for the longest time.
That's sort of those... That was some of those awkward encounters, and actually, good point Alistair pointed out there with Eric being Eric Zonya. Yeah. Was the way his player model went into the vent.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
It looked like he was in half. It was
very weird.
Ever since these changes to the hitboxes and things, the view models have been doing some weird things. So fair call. Alistair thinking that he was lagging, but I don't think he was. I think it's just a view model. So
I don't think Alistair would have picked up the kill anyway. It was on 1.
Yeah, so. That's true. He had no HP to work with.
Yeah, we do see NPOD get that round though, which is going to be crucial for them. And T's have managed to full buy here again, but with minimal utilities this time. They only have 2 smokes to work with, and 4 flashes. That's not a lot. Meanwhile, CT is fully bought up. They do have mollies and smokes and flashes. Let's see if they can hold on here. I think it's going to come down to these opening picks, and that'll be one in the favour of NPOD. In's unsupported there, and Benjamin finding Urka as well. Alistair does take the head off of Steven, though, in that cutout position, and Sink peeks out, sandbags to try and trade. Benjamin invents as well to help his teammate, and I think Alistair actually heard that. It looks like he looked towards Vent. So if he did try to overextend there, he probably would have died. And Steege, again, we see, pushing B main, waiting for that player to drop out as Gratisfaction finds him in Vents. Not going to pick up a kill today, Steege, unfortunately, and it is a 3v3 with the bomb dropped in mid still. So the T's just need to work their way in here. And I believe Sink's going to go down here. He's on 10 and... Alistair just catches him as he tries to duck back towards sandbags. Steege doing his job here at B, locking down Broken in sight. Not enabling him to rotate off and in fact getting the kill as well. So Zonya, we see once again in the clutch situation, doesn't look winnable for him here. What would the call be coming from you, man?
Save. Simple as that. I would, Zonya got some nice frags and stuff, but he's not doesn't look to be too confident in his ability to clutch sort of, the 1v2s, and against players, of Qlimax's level, it's not an easy feat. I mean, these guys know how to play the after plan. I mean, I'm just scrolling through the players now, and you see you got Steege watching CT, you got Gratis watching CT Heaven, and then, moving, Alistair was out the back as well, so you had crossfires all over the place. There's no chance. So fair call on Zonya to save there.
Yeah, their economy's looking pretty shattered at the moment. And Qlimax, I mean, they're only 2 rounds away from victory as well. NPOD, are they going to force here? It doesn't look like it. Wow.
Yeah,
So they do realise that not forcing here is going to put Qlimax probably on match point.
Yeah, so that I think they are going to be playing for the likely going to be trying to play for the draw.
Yeah, that's a tough call though. Yeah, I hope that they do win this round. I'd love to see them eco Qlimax. That would be something special.
That would
Zonya's,
be.
Zonya's going to have to make work with that M4 though.
But Steven though picks up ins.
That's a kill in the favour of NPOD, but then Qlimax comes straight back with 2 of their own. And Sink has managed to find himself an AK while Gratisfaction takes down Benji and Zonya falls. So now it's Sink in the clutch situation. I think Zonya will be like, yeah, good luck, mate. So
It's like, it's your turn now, I'm going to die.
Yep. Let's see what Sink can do from here. Does look like Urkers is waiting for that rotate, and he's aware of his position and takes his head off as he peeks. Qlimax now 1 match point away from victory. Can NPOD hold on here?
Yeah, looking at their buy caps, I don't think they really can now. I mean, they've got minimal utilities to work with. They've got Famises. There's not a single ounce of head armor on either team, although head armor doesn't help against the AKs. It's more so if you catch a player like Gratisfaction out and he has to resort to his pistol, it's favourable for him.
Qlimax, though, not letting up the pressure at all, going for a very fast A-take, and it does seem to have worked there. Ins and Urkers picking up 2, actually, on Highway. And the bomb will go down. A lot of damage being done to the T-side, though.
Wow.
Gratisfaction comes out firing and finds broken, and that'll be a 16-8 scoreline in favour of Qlimax.